Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Motion, watch 10, watch 10.
Monday, down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Raider one.
On second down, here's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Yeah, baby.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Down. 180. Monday, down.
Hey. Four down.
Throwing his car on third down. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Boy, I see you.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight end right.
Raider
Hey,
one.
we got four.
280. OP. 180.
Check
734. 808.
Check nickel.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up second down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On second down, Lynch. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Deuce right, Chief.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Man left. 3 down.
Get down. Raider 2.
Watch safety 3.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Get it.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Monday, down. Raider 8.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Down! We got 3.
On the give, this is Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
93. Yo, Chief. Down!
Now Carr throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
4 down, 4 down.
Set 180.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
You're gonna set 180.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Here's Newton now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
You're gonna set. Gun.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
Gun. Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Come on now.
Switch.
From the red zone now, Newton. flushed out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
4 down. Alert.
180.
Check. 53's Mike.
The throw on second down is Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set.
53. Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Down. Blue 80. Express.
You got 4.
They start the drive with Lynn. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
4 down.
1. Raider 1.
Carr to throw on second down. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Tight end's right.
Do something. Set. 180. We got set. Come on.
We got 3 down, but we got to stay.
Now Stewart, first down. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11.
Hey.
Set. 180. Come on now. Gun. Great. Set.
Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Set. 180. We got set. Come on. Hey.
Check 37.
Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Great.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. On second down, here's Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a bad game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Let's go. Ready?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup misses some time.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we want. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Star Latulele. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, 734. Down. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Down. 185.
Here's a give to Lynch. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Carr to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Lynch running the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch from 17 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Newton to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Navarro Bowman able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Set. Alert.
Throwing is Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
That's it, baby.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Navarro Bowman in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened. The pressure gets to him again. Justin Ellis in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Blitz! Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island.
Looking to
over there.
jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Flare.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is knocked down from the side at the 11-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to look deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A pickup there of 36. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the 50, Newton. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that lighter on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on pressure, I'm on flat, sure. I'm at Magic, I'm at bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty started treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with the school, yeah. Keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue, yeah. Real spill, yeah. I would rather be,
myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll it from the cradle to the grave.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Browns going up against the Raiders.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. First and goal at the 3-yard line now.
Get down, get down. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill. One, later one. Kill. Turn up. Out. Down.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31, worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions, because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders, all of them became starters for them. When you think about it, Myles Garrett at defensive back, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins. And maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He'll buy some time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Great job, D.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Try that to the other side, not this side.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here we go. Flex round.
Mike, number 53.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser.
Hey, man.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Hey, turn it out.
And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Flex round.
I'm here all day.
Here we go. Flex Ohio.
Following the interception, Kaiser eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go.
First down, Kaiser. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Flex round.
Check.
Flex round. Ohio. Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Screenplay, Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Nice hit, baby.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Here we go.
Here's Kaiser. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Rush in.
Here we go. White 90.
Mike.
White 90. Ohio.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Flex round. Here we go. White 90.
again. Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
Fresno.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Austin.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a big...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Justin Ellis coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Now it's Crowell running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Kaiser now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
snap it to Kaiser. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
24's on the move. 24's on the move. 29. Later check. Express. 29.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
Came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you said, no problems with that one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Travis Carey.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Ready, 9.
59's Mike. 59's
Down, Raider 1.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. 180. Raider 1.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A Raiders 1st down, Carr hooking up with Cook.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Down. 180.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Come on, let's go! White, 90! White, 90!
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio, let's go! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio, let's go! White, 90!
Kaiser to throw him. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. Fielded to the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Single. Watch
Carter throw on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
White, Monday!
We got 3. 3 down.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On play action. Now Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Watch round!
Watch the whip.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Red 38!
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
To throw, Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go! Red 38! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Get 734. He's checking crash. Now,
Check 59,
hey,
Mike.
Purdue.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
5 down. It's a party now.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 180.
Now Carr. And he finds Cook. 8 yards there and a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Down.
A toss play. This is Lynch. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really stretch your defense.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation. situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Kaiser.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
What? 90. Ohio.
3rd and long for Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Fielded at the 43. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So out come the Raiders. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll run again with Lynch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Down! We're waiting! Easy. 53 is the mic.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and just look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Down! We're waiting! Easy. Kill. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the carry, it's Lynch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, watch the left. Hey, come on, oh.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
I got 87. I got 87. That's speed, boys.
Down.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flex round! Flex round!
Lucky.
Come on, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right.
Come on, QB, come on.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Flex round! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! What? 90!
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Kaiser now a desperation throw deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against the Eagles. And I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, Purdue!
Oh, you feel that?
Down!
Mike's
180!
59. Mike's 59.
280!
Carr gonna throw here. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch right there. Watch right there.
Down!
Got you.
180!
I got you.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Following the penalty, Lynch. He can't get him down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And having about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Legging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramanovic. Sorry, homie, you know we done Frenches off a